My plan was to have the webcam on me when I was watching the dunk contest and give my initial reactions to each dunk, but I wasn't able to use my computer during the time I was watching the dunk contest, so that didn't happen. But I watched the whole thing. I actually watched all the All-Star Weekend festivities except for the celebrity game. And I don't really care about the celebrity game. That's whatever. But I watched the rookie sophomore game, and I stopped watching because I had something I wanted to get finished when the rookies were up by 11 with 11 minutes left. It looked like the rookies had it. It looked like the rookies were actually going to do it. And I ended up leaving, and the sophomores came back while I was gone, and they ended up winning by 6, so the sophomores won, as they usually do. That tends to be what usually happens. It's not surprising. Next year, the sophomores should dominate by 30 points, based off what I've seen so far. These rookies are going to be so good next year. They're probably going to, mostly all of them, play in the sophomore game. They're going to be good. That's going to be dominating, probably. You had the stupid little WNBA, former NBA star, current NBA player thing that I don't really give a crap about because it's very gimmicky and not indicative of skill or talent, but Detroit won that. Props to them, I guess. I know a lot of people hate Bill Laimbeer, so it was kind of cool seeing him out there hitting a half-court shot. I mean, that was not his game when he played in his prime, and he's hitting a half-court shot at his age, so there you go. You had the skills contest, which was... Oh yeah, Derrick Rose won. I honestly felt like Derrick Rose was the only one who really tried. The other guys were just like chilling, they were all cool, they were just taking their time. If they missed or screwed up, they didn't really care. And maybe it's because Derrick Rose is a rookie, but he was pushing himself, he was hustling, he was putting full effort into it, and it paid off. He posted a great time, and I don't think anyone will ever beat the time that Darren Williams posted, I think last year, of like 22 seconds, but Derrick Rose did very well. The other guys, I really wasn't impressed. Devin Harris, Tony Parker, and Mo Williams. There was a three-point contest. I'm still waiting for somebody to post a perfect score. I figure with all the years the three-point contest has been around, eventually somebody has to get 25 balls in a row. It's going to happen. I'm waiting for it to happen. This year we didn't even get close, but Daquan Cook won on a tiebreaker round where Rashard Lewis choked his butt off. Final round, he only got like 7 points or whatever. Daquan Cook shot great, and congratulations to him. I like it when the scrubs, the lesser-known players, win the three-point contest and stuff like that, because these guys really don't get any publicity outside of a contest like this, so for them to pull it off, it's kind of cool. So, he won. Jason Capono did not win 3 times in a row. Capono actually didn't play that well, I don't think. He didn't shoot that well, but it really wasn't a very overly impressive three-point shootout, but we did have a couple of clutch baskets. Like Rashard Lewis had that one basket in his second round that put him over the top on the last ball, and Daquan Cook tied Rashard Lewis on his last ball, so it was dramatic. And then you had the dunk contest. Now, I'm going to go a little bit in depth into this dunk contest. You had Howard, Robinson, Fernandez, and Smith. Now, I think we all kind of knew that it was going to be Nate Robinson versus Dwight Howard in the finals, and Rudy Fernandez and J.R. Smith were just there to, be bodies, maybe draw a couple of cheers from the crowd, but ultimately they weren't going to do it. I think this was highlighted when Dwight Howard did a pretty pedestrian dunk in the first round that got a 50. I mean, I don't know. Both of his first round dunks got 50s. And I don't know about that. I love Dwight Howard. He's my favorite player in the NBA right now. I've kind of fallen out of favor with Amare Stoudemire, but I don't know about 50s on those dunks. The first one, they're good dunks, and he's one of the few people in the world that can do a dunk like that. The first one was where he lobbed the ball, I think, over the backboard and then caught it and turned around and dunked it, and it was pretty cool, but I don't think that's a 50. That's not a 50. The second one was with all the props. He brought out the makeshift basket that went up to 12 feet. He put on the Superman cape. He went into the telephone booth. So it was a really cool production, and for that he deserved a lot of points. I mean, the dunk contest is all about putting on a show at some points. It's not only the dunk anymore, and, we just have to accept that. But the dunk itself, he got up 12 feet in the air. He dunked it, on a 12 feet rim, and the only other person in that stadium who could have done that dunk is probably LeBron James. So that's impressive. But for it to get a 50, and I would have given it a 50 if he did anything else with that dunk. If he windmilled it, if he, 360'd, if he did a reverse, if he double pumped, anything, that would have been a 50. But he just did a bland, plain dunk, so I can't give that a 50. I don't know why that got a 50, but he advanced. I don't know. Let's see. There were a lot of scratches, a lot of contestants trying to do a dunk and then scratching out. Let's see. Rudy Fernandez had that one really cool dunk, maybe the best dunk of the competition, where Gasol passed it to him under the basket and he flew under it and reversed it, and that was a really good dunk, but it took him 10 tries to dunk it, so they kind of had to take points off because he went into the penalties. So that kind of sucked, because that would have been a 50. I really do believe that would have been a 50. That was a hell of a dunk, but the penalty killed him. And let's see, I can't even remember what J.R. Smith did. I think he had some pretty good dunks. I think he did like passes off the backboard. Excuse me. I don't really remember J.R. Smith too much, but it's not really important because obviously he didn't advance and had very little chance of advancing. Nate Robinson did that stupid dunk for a second one where he jumped off the back of one of the teammates. And that was just stupid because anybody can do that, man. I know some friends from like the YMCA that can dunk when somebody gives them a boost like that. I mean, that's like using a stepladder. Only thing is, it's a dude. But Nate Robinson is pretty small, so he can push down on somebody's back without worrying about breaking them in half or anything. So that was kind of dumb. Robinson's first dunk was the lob from the corner. That was good. That was a very good dunk, definitely. And then you went into the finals. Dwight, let's see, Robinson went first. Nate Robinson went first. He had the Kryptonite jersey, which was awesome. That was really cool. Nate Robinson to break out the Kryptonite jersey and the shoes and the ball. That was good. But I think Nate Robinson's dunk, if I recall it correctly, was somewhere in the realm of a 50 if I remember what he was doing. It's kind of hard to describe. Dwight Howard did the thing where he threw it off the edge of the backboard, bounced it back to himself, and then did a windmill kind of. So it was good. It was a great dunk actually because he was floating in the air for a long time. He had great hang time. Nate Robinson's second dunk was over Dwight Howard, which was pretty good. I'd give that like a 9 or a 9.5. I mean, he didn't go completely over Dwight. Dwight had to kind of bend back a little bit, but he did get over Dwight Howard. He did jump over him, and, that's impressive. Dwight Howard's a 7-foot man. And Dwight Howard's last dunk was the free throw line one, even though he stepped just inside the free throw line. And I'm getting tired of the free throw line dunk, guys. I mean, it's not cool anymore. Here's what would make it cool. First of all, you have to actually jump from outside the free throw line. Nobody does that except like Jordan, I think. I think Jordan didn't step inside the free throw line. He was just outside. I could be wrong. First of all, you do that. Second of all, consider doing what Wilt Chamberlain did back in the day. Do a running start from the top of the key. Wilt Chamberlain could dunk from the free throw line, getting only a 2-step head start. Or a 2-step running start. Do something like that. Third, you could do a trick, like between the legs or something when you jump. But that was lame. Nate Robinson won, a very close vote. Pretty good dunks. I was a little disappointed. But the finals were dramatic because Dwight Howard and Nate Robinson were pretty much equal to each other. It could have gone either way. Nate won just barely, so it's all right. But I'm pulling for LeBron James big time next year in the dunk contest to dominate. Show us something we've never seen before. Because I did not see anything I've never seen before in this contest.